Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's Wanzoli here with A Squad Gaming, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you all so much for tuning in today for some more Ghost Recon Breakpoint. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about some of the new enemies that we're going to be going up against on the island of Aroa in Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Some of the low-tier normal enemies all the way up to your high-tiered wolf enemies that we're going to be going up against, which for those of you guys that do not know, the wolf faction in Ghost Recon Breakpoint is a group of rogue ghosts that are on the island. So basically, they have all the same training as you do, the same tactics and stuff like that, so they're going to be the toughest opponent that we are probably ever going to go up against in the franchise of Ghost Recon. So without further ado, guys, let's jump right into the video. So the first part I'm actually going to be talking about is from a blog post from Ubisoft. I will link it down in the description below if you guys want to check it out for yourself, but they go on to say that there are many more enemy archetypes like riflemen, breachers, and heavies that all have different tactics and weapons. So for those of you guys that have played Tom Clancy's Division 2, you're going to recognize some of these enemies and their actual tactics, because I wouldn't say that they're a direct port over to Ghost Recon, but they're definitely going to behave and act similar, especially with the weapons that they are using. So the first enemy we're actually going to be talking about is the enemy that has the rocket launcher, as you guys can see here, and this is sort of like similar to you going up against a sniper, except the fact that with his rocket launcher, if you are actually hiding behind soft cover or something like that, you're definitely going to have to move positions if he shoots a rocket at you, because that is going to go straight through that cover and it's going to definitely injure you. And with the new injury system that's in Ghost Recon Breakpoint, that is something that you're definitely not going to want to compete against. But they did say that the backpacks that all of these guys are carrying, whether it be a rocket class enemy or a heavy enemy, their backpacks are going to be a weak point, similar to how it is in Tom Clancy's Division 2. Now moving on to the next one, now this is your rush class. This guy is going to be rushing you any chance he gets, carrying a shotgun. So if you see this guy, you're going to want to kill him first, or definitely move positions, because all he's going to want to do is bum rush you down with this shotgun. And not to mention, he does use flash grenades as well. So this is something that you're going to want to definitely take out as soon as possible if you see this guy running at you, because he's going to probably throw a flashbang at you, and once you're flashed, he's just going to bum rush you with that shotgun, and you are going to be in a world of trouble. Now moving on to what the devs said probably their favorite enemy in Ghost Recon Breakpoint, and that is the heavy. And for those of you guys that have played Tom Clancy's Division 2, like I mentioned earlier, you're going to recognize this enemy because he looks almost the exact same as the heavy from Tom Clancy's Division 2, but Breakpoint doesn't have the bullet sponge aspect like the Division 2, so a well-placed shot to the face on this heavy is going to kill him in one shot. But if you're in the direct line of fire of him, he's going to be laying down some insane fire on you, so the chances of you actually being able to get a shot off if this enemy is alerted is going to be very slim. But you do not want to shoot any of his armor, because that's pretty much going to do absolutely nothing. His backpack does act as a weak point, but if you guys want to take this guy down before he does a crazy amount of damage, you're going to want to go for that one-hit face shot. But for the most part, these are kind of the specific enemies, and they did go on to say that the fact that there are going to be many enemy patrols in Ghost Recon Breakpoint, so you're going to be coming across a lot more enemies actually patrolling the island. You're not just going to kind of go for miles and miles without seeing enemies. You might actually come across a random enemy patrol where you would least expect it, and the wolves do the same thing. So they are also going to be out there patrolling, and if you get caught off guard by the wolves, you are going to be in a world of hurt. And also with that, the wolves carry some crazy drone technology. So some of these drones are airborne drones that can be taken out with a few shots, but they are very, very hard to hit, as well as they carry heavier drones that take a boatload of bullets to kill them, but they don't necessarily move very quick and stuff like that. So that's all things that you're definitely going to have to take into account with going up against some of these enemies. And those are just the enemies that they mentioned in the live stream itself and some of the blog posts and stuff like that. But you can count on there going to be some sniper enemies, there's going to be some stealth enemies and stuff like that. Not to mention, like I said earlier, the wolves are going to be absolutely insane to take on, and there's going to be definitely a bunch of different variations of those enemies, because they are ghosts nonetheless, and they have all the same training as you do. So expect to have a tough time going up against those enemies in Ghost Recon Breakpoint. But for the most part, that's pretty much going to do it for the video, guys. I just kind of wanted to give you a rundown of some of the new enemies that we're going to be going up against in Ghost Recon Breakpoint. But if you guys enjoyed this video, you guys are excited about taking on the challenging enemies of Ghost Recon Breakpoint, make sure to drop a like on the video, and also subscribe if you are new to stay up to date on all information surrounding Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Like I said earlier in one of my other videos, I did notice that almost 75% of you guys that watch my videos are not subscribed to the channel. So for those of you guys that have enjoyed the content and want to stick around for more, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you guys do not miss any uploads. But for the most part, like I said, that's all for the video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you guys later. Peace out.